from here to the changing rooms. Are you ready?
Done. You ready?
3, 2, 1,
go.
go.
Where's the changing rooms? Right.
You and I are going to go into a battle. Ready?
Okay. Are we starting like that?
You ready?
Okay. Oh my God. Okay.
You guys.
Oh my God.
Go shoot.
Cool. Chris, you like pressure, don't you?
I love pressure. I love spontaneity. I think we're doing both here.
For it. Well, look, we have just been told
Yeah.
that you only have 15 minutes to show me around the
Yeah.
manufacture that you designed.
Help to design. I think we have to clarify that.
Okay, sure.
Help had some input in.
So, in typical IWC meticulous fashion,
Yeah,
we
let's go.
need to synchronize watches to help me with this mission.
Yeah.
You're an official
26.
timekeeper of a Formula One team.
We are indeed.
So we need an official timekeeper for this. We have Christian Hagen. Christian, are you ready to set your chronograph? We have 15 minutes, okay?
Yeah.
So literally 15 minutes, only the best bits.
Yeah.
Take people where no one's ever been taken.
Oh gosh.
And you ready?
Absolutely.
Your time starts
Now. Well,
Okay.
welcome to our humble abode. Welcome to our brand new manufacturing center. The idea here was really to create much more than a factory, because I think our watches are about emotion and they are about expression. So factory was never supposed to be just a factory. I wanted something that was somewhere in between a luxury hotel, a precision lab factory, and maybe sort of an exhibition pavilion that you would imagine from the modernist age, where people would showcase like the best in art and design and the best in engineering. So you wanted to hear some backstory. So
Yes.
this is an interesting backstory.
Okay.
This 9-meter foyer here was designed by us in about 20 minutes, never changed, and built exactly like that. When we came into here the first time, I was absolutely shocked because the space was disgusting. This was supposed to be an all-glass gallery into the manufacture.
Right.
And I walked into here and we ended up with a 9-meter concrete wall, 2 tiny holes at the bottom, and this is all solid concrete and no canopy.
Right.
So we thought, what can we do with this? And we had one stab at it, 20 minutes, job done, rendered like it, built like it, never changed.
Wow.
That's
okay.
number one.
Done.
Oh God, we're falling over.
We almost took as long as it took you to design it, to describe
To
it.
describe it, that's the thing. So
Oh,
in
did
here,
you notice the IWC door handles? Go back. Can you get that, Christian? What? IWC door handles. Sorry, I'm wasting your precious time, Chris, but this is a nice touch.
most precise door handle.
Do you remember when you thought about that idea?
This was the boutique door handle that we used on boutiques during that time. So
Right.
it was a direct replica.
Okay, cool.
And what you see here is you basically have 2 vibes happening in this building. You have this warm wooden core, which is everywhere where you as visitors walk along, the meeting spaces, the foyer, everything is in warmer hues, and then you go into the manufacturing center, and now it probably turns out that nobody has a badge. Nobody has a badge.
What's that? That was a great tour. Thanks very much, Chris.
It's going to be the very quick end of it. Right, so you have this warm side, and then it goes into the all white and silver side, which is basically watchmaking. Come through
Straight
here.
through here. Wow. Well, skip that whole part. And this is grey or black? What is this, Chris?
Yeah, so everything else is kind of in this lab color code of being black, white, and silver. Very, very clean. And then where you have the small part manufacturing and all the CNC machining, you have this very, very clean vibe that offsets basically what we have at the core of the building. But the really show-stopping centerpiece is fine watchmaking, and then I'll take you to the changing rooms, which is actually quite cool.
Can we
as
get
well.
to the Birkenstock somewhere
We can
along
go
the
to
way?
the Birkenstocks. That's
Yeah.
exactly what we're doing.
Chris,
So
I've
we'll
been to
skip
many
all this.
manufacturers, and usually that's kind of prop people, and it's
Yeah.
but these look like they're doing real work.
Yeah,
Is
we
that
hired
happening?
them for the day. No, absolutely.
Extras
it's-
from Mission Impossible.
Yeah, and this is always something we wanted to achieve here, that you have a real connection with the people that are making it, and we're inviting people right into the heart of watchmaking to be able to exchange with our engineers, exchange with our watchmakers. So here we are. This is a over 1,000 square meter clean room that sits at the heart of our watch caliber assembly. Here on one side you have fine watchmaking. So this is everything where our perpetual calendars, our yacht club moon and tide, and all those kind of mechanisms are assembled by a single watchmaker start to finish. And then here you have all of our main caliber lines. You have caliber 69. Here you have the complete assembly of the Portuguese chronograph, and then it goes into caliber 52, 89, and so on, all neatly organized. And one of the bits that I'm really, really proud of, even though you can't see very much of it, is the final control of movements, where our movements go in for about 2 weeks, and it looks like the Senate in Star Wars. You know, so you have all these pods with the movements all around the center. You have a robotic arm in there. It picks up the movements, runs it through different tests, visually reads the time with some mock hands and puts it back into place. When you look into that,
in these little pods, is that where that's happening?
There's a circular rack of pods in there basically, and then a robot arm that will pick up the movements at different times and put some.
I hope we have B-roll of that, Marcus. I hope
so
we do.
There you are, and then of course here you can see sort of a little bit of an overview. You know, our 230 component caliber 69 chronograph movement, our 89 caliber professional chronograph that's in the yacht club, but also in all our military watches, flyback chronograph, 59 large caliber 8 days hand-wound movement, the new caliber 82, smaller automatic, and then the backbone caliber 52. But now let's have a look at the spaceship. So some spaces.
Anything to say about these amazing things that look like they belong more in a pit lane?
Exactly. This is a pit stop crew watchmaking outfit, which is when our designer get carried away. And obviously here we wanted to be somewhere between lab coat and pit stop crew overall. You know, team spirit, I guess. Yeah. Now, this is a space that we didn't actually design, that almost happened by accident, but sometimes you can get like the coolest stuff just sort of randomly. And this is one of those examples. So we don't normally go in here.
Okay.
Excuse me. Hope
oh
you're
my God,
decent.
it's so bright in here, Mark. You need to adjust your f-stop.
So this is our sort of Space Odyssey 2001 kind of space. Hi. So this is really the junction point between the clean room, which is incredibly dust controlled, environment controlled, and the outer world. And to signify that, you have this area here where you're stepping over and changing your footwear.
There's no other way to do that.
There's no other way to do that. So physically, we have our black sliders. It's a very interesting fashion collab with Biba, whoever makes these. So these are for basically the outside world. And then the watchmakers go over and they will help themselves to their white pair of sliders, which is used in clean room only.
Oh my God.
And then you change into your watchmaking code. And actually, so look, this is very clean. They're actually named individual. This is Mr. Martin Wright's slides there.
So are you as meticulous enough as to have chosen the font for this?
No, this is Brother P-Touch, I think, the automatic. You know, nothing where, you know, you need 3 things in Switzerland, right? You need gaffer tape, you need WD-40, and you need a Brother P-Touch. Without a Brother P-Touch, you know these machines.
You can't label
labeling
things,
you know, even my wife.
It's kind of like a more organised MacGyver. MacGyver could do a lot with that.
But he didn't have a Brother P-Touch.
He didn't have a Brother P-Touch.
But you know these diagrams.
How's that time check, Christian? Time check, Christian.
Time check is 7 minutes.
Oh, we're exactly halfway. Are you comfortable, Chris Grainger-Herr? Are you comfortable at halfway?
We're all good.
Are we where we should be?
We'll even make it to the penthouse. So this is where our employees come when they want to bitch about their bosses.
Sell.
So, hi, Fim. So this one is cool. Here you have a 138 meter straight, which we actually use. This is the backbone of the manufacturer. We use this for bike race, which actually entered one side and exited the other side.
Wow.
I'll show you something else, just while we're on the silly
Should we
stuff.
race? Should we do a sprint?
We can do a sprint.
I'll test.
Right, so. From here to the changing rooms, are you ready?
Done. You ready?
3, 2,
There
1,
you go. Where's the changing room?
Right, we're gonna go in here. You're too slow. Right, so. Come on, Andrew. Keep up. Come on. So.
Oh, back in the
one of those
janitor's
things,
closet.
You know, some clock face shark hands.
That is amazing.
Not sure who did that, and they're definitely
There
fine.
could have been someone in there, you know.
Could have been. Off again. So, hyper quick.
Chris wasn't passed up for that run, by the way. You're fit.
We're getting there.
What's happening,
So,
Chris? Where are we?
here's the disco bit. So this is where all our watch cases start life as an actual metal rod. Right? This is where it all comes from. Titanium,
I've got to admit
ceratanium.
something, Chris. When you bring this stuff to a fair, I assume it's all just prop stuff. But this is,
It's the
we are
actual
in the, is this all of where all the cases start?
Yeah.
Everything?
This is the actual raw material of all of the non-precious materials. So you have from brass to aluminium, to bronze, to stainless steel, to titanium, ceratanium.
Yep.
And it's always interesting to see, if you just do the comparison, stainless steel, and you compare that to a specific grade of titanium, you see that huge difference.
So this is about 8 kilos, and this is about 13.
Yeah, I know.
Just guessing.
So that's the lightness, and then, of course. Yeah, there you go. Gym workout. All right, then.
Oh, bronze is heavy.
All right.
God, it's hard keeping up with this guy, Marcus. Okay.
So special nugget here, our house special, of course, being ceratanium.
Yep.
That's a ceramic infused titanium alloy that is as scratch resistant as ceramic, but as light and unfragile and unbreakable as titanium, given that complete black finish. And what we've
So
got here
why is this? This is like a public-facing display in the middle of the...
Yeah, it's part of the tour. So we use this to just illustrate a part of the process you obviously can't see here. So this is actually after we smelt it, the original alloy. It's actually held in place by electromagnetic field, floating in midair, and after the ingot is cast, this is the residue that comes out of the smelting process. Then you see that huge forged original ingot, and then we machine that into different diameter ceratanium material. We machine it, we sandblast it, we get it ready for heat treatment. Then it goes into the proverbial oven. Off it goes.
I remember
baked,
some myths and
job
stories
done.
about the dangers of making ceratanium.
Yes,
like
absolutely.
It's real, right?
Same for titanium. So if you machine a titanium-based alloy, you are going to end up with extremely flammable small sparks, and you have to really control the atmosphere and make sure that your fire extinguishing system is fully intact with the inert gases to make sure that you don't blow the whole thing up. Yes,
Okay.
it's very, very
Has
tricky
it
to
happened?
do.
Have you had issues?
So we've had small, I wouldn't even call it an explosion. It's just sort of, it's the vapor going on fire, which kind of gives you this kind of puff effect.
Yeah.
But today the machines, like an aircraft engine, they're perfectly encased, and you have an inert gas curtain that comes down, and as soon as there's the smallest problem, it just extinguishes and you're done. So nobody's come to harm.
So can
Yet.
the public do this tour?
The
public can do
yes,
this
of
too.
course. We have over 10,000 visitors every year. Wow. So now we're going to just quickly go into tamper printing, and then we're going to finish in the
By
penthouse,
the
and
way,
then we're done.
if you do come on this tour and you form the impression that this is what watch manufacturers look like, that's the wrong impression. This is...
We went on a lot of factory trips before we actually designed this one.
Who was
We
the
did a lot
second
of
best before
automotive. The second best before this, I'd say...
What?
Careful.
And...
The second,
That was close. Second best.
the second best before that was a car brand which shall not be named that had a very good visitor experience. So have a look at this one here. Now, we've got a please do not touch. We will touch. Come on, sometime.
I just love
So
how
this
the
is some of the
CEO can do
special
CEO
stuff.
things.
This is our own tamper printing department where we do some of the movie and mission special watches that are printed internally. So here you have things like, this is the anniversary watch for Top Gun instructors in Fallon. This was the chronograph that the Polaris Dawn crew are gonna wear on their space flight. This is for the English Apache squadron of the Royal Army Air Corps, for example. This was the silver Spitfire cockpit clock dial, you know, really, really unique. Things for the German football national team, you know, all those special kind of mission specific stuff that we're making here that are always fun projects.
Where's the Time and Tide
Top
one,
Gun.
Chris? I can't see
Where is it? Is it there? Is it blue? Is it
That little baby.
Right, penthouse. Action. Yeah, we're going.
Okay.
We still got
Marcus.
just on time. Bing! Thank you. Look, even the lift is ready.
See, our good-looking minder is actually following us around. Chris, what are you proudest of with this achievement? As you take me around, where do you feel that you really did something?
What I really, see the time the way we've done the sun and light control here with those overhangs and canopies, we made sure that the windows can always stay open. We have a beautiful view. We've designed the building so people can see the green spaces all around it.
Yeah.
And what I love the most is to see how people are lifted up by working in this environment rather than like a dark factory with all the blinds down. You often see it, you know. These are not dark spaces. It's a residential space. It feels like a home. And I could see when people were moving into here, everybody sort of, it lifts you. You go, you know, take a breather. So this is our all from scratch kitchen. We cook here not canteen style, but all the way from base ingredients. And then just to finish off, oh, feedback box, gosh. Yeah. Here we are. Welcome to the penthouse.
That bird started tweeting just on cue. I love that.
Welcome to the penthouse. You know, this is what you get. Lovely terrace view up here. You know, green spaces all around. Time to have your lunch, time to have a break. I just think it's a lovely working environment. I'm always jealous because I'm not
Chris,
based here.
it's time for you to have a break because we have
Absolutely.
exceeded 15 minutes just. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you have a taste for this space and you want to come and do that in a more leisurely pace,
Yes.
please do.
Visit IWC.com, book a tour, come and join us.
It is awesome. Thank you, Chris.
you.
Thank you, Christian. Thank you,
Thank you.
Marcus. Ah, sweet. Selfie. Get in, Chris. Get in. All of us.
Yeah! Whoa! Hopefully it's wide enough. Woo!